Hello and welcome to 9-inch Charge. Welcome to an old world discussion. Now, this is one of our shorter format videos. We've got one topic, we've got 10 minutes, off we go. Old models. Will we see the return of old models for this new game?
Simply, yes, I think so. Based on all of the articles so far, then I think it's a yes. I think it makes sense bringing them back. Like, are you going to launch an entire game system with 18, 20 ranges on the same day? Probably not, but bring back the old models in the months leading up to it, get people hyped, build that hype train, shovel some coal into the hype train, then yeah.
I think that if you follow what's happening in Age of Sigmar, I don't think it's a coincidence that the Cities of Sigmar army is being redone and it's being reimagined and brought in as the Dawnbringer Crusades. Because the Cities of Sigmar, for those who are unaware, I'm sure most of you are aware, is basically all the old fantasy kits. You've got elves and dwarves and humans in there, and they all just kind of are a bit of they're just a jumble of different factions that they've tied some lore together and narrative to make them work together as an army. But that army is being redone, and it seems like it's going to be replaced by what's called the Dawnbringer Crusades. Now, when the Dawnbringer Crusades come out, what's going to happen to those kits is the question, isn't it? So I have a feeling that they will go back to being used for Warhammer Fantasy Battles, where they came from, for the old world. But I also think that we will see some more old kits, and we talked about this a couple episodes ago, where we were talking about the artwork on the latest community article and how the artwork reflects old kits, and about how the Hastings rumors are suggesting that they bring back Bretonnia and Tomb King's kits, because I know they've been missed by a lot of people for a long time. So, yes, yeah, just yes.
Just to name a few that is still available, you've still got a lot of the Tomb King range, not Tomb King. What are the dinosaurs called? Lizard Man?
Seraphon is what they're called now.
Seraphon,
yeah.
the Lizard Man range. You've got a lot of that going on. There's still a lot of Chaos old kits. You've got Marauders, Marauder Horsemen, the Demon range. That's been around forever now. You can still get all of that.
Demons are the safest bet in Warhammer, because it doesn't matter what game system you play, there will always be a demon coming out of the warp. If it's 40k, if it's Age of Sigmar, if it's fantasy, you know if you've got a demon army, you're okay. You just need to magnetize them to the bases or something so you can get them back onto squares and to rounds. But yeah, I think demons is a good bet. But we are going to do a series on what models exist and where you can start an army. So we will talk about that in more detail later on. But yeah, we think so, yes. And what I'd really like is, in the comments, let us know what models you think are most likely to be coming back. Like I said, I think Cities of Sigmar for us, and Bretonians and Tomb Kings and Orc Boar Boys, we think. But then you could think, oh, well, if they're going to bring back the Boar Boys, what else could they bring back? So for me, as long as they bring back the plastic Glade Guard kit, then all is forgiven.
Not about them. I'd like to see the core Empire range come back. Like, actually, I think most of it's still there, isn't it? The halberds, the swordsmen, the handgunners. It's the knights I'd like to see come back.
Yeah.
And then hit some Empire hard with some contrast.
Or would you like to see some new Empire knights?
Oh, I didn't need to hear that. I'm currently playing through Mark of Chaos on the Empire campaign, so I'm a little excited about doing Empire as well right now.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, this, isn't it? Because we can wish list all day, and we're saying, leave a comment to say what kit you would like to come back. But then if it doesn't come back, that means you might get a new kit. So
there is that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for today. I think we were just inside of 5 minutes there. But so we're trying to do some shorter videos so we can create more content for you guys to watch and start more discussions. The longer podcasts aren't going away by any means, but if you enjoy these shorter discussions, please join in the comments and leave a like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time.